Welcome back, everybody, to the NBA 2K23 MyNBA Expansion series with the Vancouver Woodsmen. And today we're going to finish this season. We are currently 28-36 on the year. We're on a losing streak, and we have 18 games left on the schedule. And we're going to sim through the first 17 and watch the last game of the year against the Denver Nuggets, just to get a more clear idea of how we can improve this roster, what works, what doesn't, and all of that kind of stuff. After we check all the box scores and we watch this game against Denver, we're going to look at the award winners for this regular season, and then I'll show you guys probably 10 to 15 prospects on my draft board that I'm trying to target for our first round pick. And then we'll finish by simming through the playoffs, and we'll end it after that. That being said, we have a lot of games to get through here, so let's go ahead and get down to simming. Quick side note, if you enjoy this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way. Alright, so we have 17 box scores here. We won a couple of games actually, which I'm kind of surprised about. One more games than I thought we would. I did adjust the touches tendency for a couple of players. I upped Rivers, I upped Turner's, I upped Zet, and I lowered those Sunmu and Oladipo's by a small amount, just so we get more of a balanced approach on offense, and it seems to have helped that a little bit, but still plenty of games where we scored below 100 points. And actually, for these box scores here that I'm going to show you, I might just only show you like the 20+ point games from a few players on our team, just so we can get through this a bit faster, because these games don't really matter that much. Well, in our first game, it was a loss by 7 to the Grizzlies, but Rivers and Oladipo have big days. Rivers 5 games in a row, dropping 20 or more points, and he is shooting very well in this 5-game stretch too. Dosunmu also had 19 points here. 3 games later, against the Heat in a blowout win for Vancouver, Rivers drops 35 and 13. He has played really good basketball post All-Star break. On the very next day, he drops 32 and 15, although he did take 32 shots, not shooting very well from beyond the arc here. But Miles Turner also drops 31. Bruce Brown drops 25, probably his highest point total on the entire season. 2 days later, Oladipo drops 21 and Miles Turner drops a double-double. And then Depot drops 25 a few games later. Then against the Rockets, Vancouver won by 9 and Rivers drops 20 points, 8 for 12 shooting. Dosunmu 18 points, Turner 16 and 10. And 5 days later, Vancouver absolutely obliterates the St. Louis Sound, putting up 40 first quarter points, and Dosunmu dropped 27. In a loss against Phoenix by 14 points, Depot drops 20, Rivers drops 16 and 11. 2 games later, Rivers drops 27 points on a very good shooting night. Miles Turner 21 and 10, Silva and Dunn also in double figures. And a 5-point loss against Minnesota, our third to last game on the year. Miles Turner drops 20 and 10. Rivers 13 points on a poor shooting day. Dosunmu also not shooting very well here either. So we are 36 and 45 on the year. We have 1 game left. We're on a 4-game losing streak. We are very bad on the road. We are not terrible at home, and we're 4 and 6 in our last 10. So we're taking on Denver today, and they of course have the MVP Nikola Jokic, a 96 overall player. They've got Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Bones Highland, and more. And that's who we face in our last game of the entire season. They will start Murray, Monk, MPJ, Gordon, and Jokic. We start Dosunmu, Oladipo, Bruce Brown, Rivers, and Miles Turner. Let's get started in our last game of the season. Here we go at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. Jokic wins the tip. I don't plan to watch as much as we usually do, but I'll watch a good amount to get a pretty good idea of what we can expect with this kind of roster next year, perhaps, if that were to happen. Not saying it will, but we'll see what we can get from here with a couple of touches changes, as Rivers Fires the first shot of the game, at least for us, and it's off the mark. Okay, Porter just took a terrible shot that missed the rim entirely. Oladipo off a couple of screens. Takes it down low, lays that one, and the foul is called on Gordon. Trying to draw a charge, but called for a block instead. And Vancouver strikes first. And the free throw is up and good, 3-0. Murray to Jokic, got past Turner, in for a dunk. Turner wants to attack the rim. He bodies off Jokic and scores. Nice play. Porter, wide open three, top of the key, but it's too strong. It hits back iron. Brown with it. Gets inside, and he scores on Jokic. Good shot. Murray off the Jokic screen fires a three, but they have not shot well to start this game. On the other end, Oladipo drives and can't score. Good stop there by Jokic. Murray finds Jokic now, and his shot is up and good. He's got all four for Denver. Rivers, a screen for Depot. He will fire again. This time he finishes through some contact by Aaron Gordon. Murray to Gordon, wide open corner three. That one drops. Oladipo off the Turner screen. Steps back and fires. The shot is off. Turner gets the board and puts it back in. Jokic over Turner. It's off. He gets it back and can't put it back in. Third try, though, goes out to Gordon for a three. And that shot's off the mark. Mismatch for Turner inside on Malik Monk. He spins and fires and scores. Jokic over Turner. Tough shot. It rattles out. He gets it back and puts it in. Double screen for Depot. He drives back out to Turner for a three, and Turner missed it. Jokic attacks, lays that one in. A really tough finish by him, and Turner is called for the foul. A three-point play chance here for Jokic, the star in Denver. And his free throw is no good. Double screen for Depot again. He takes it, drives, and can't score. Now a mismatch for Jokic on Oladipo on the other end, but the shot is no good. Oh, Turner sat in the paint for 3 seconds. It's too long. We turn it over. Jokic, the spin and fire, but it's off the mark. Rivers, the screen. Dosunmu goes back to him. He fires the three a bit too late, and the shot is off. Gordon finds Murray, wide open corner three. It's good, and Denver takes their first lead. 9:40 to go here in this first half. We'll watch until about the 3-minute mark or so in this first half, as we have the ball up by 35-34. We've actually, scored the ball pretty well so far, at least better than we're used to, so I'll take that. Time counting down. Bruce Brown fires a contested shot, but it goes. MPJ not putting much of a hand up in there, but it was still kind of a contested shot. Murray finds Jokic to pick and roll. Turner goes back to him, and he gets the stop. Oladipo inside over Monk. The shot is good, plus the foul. That's the first on Monk. And Oladipo knocks down the shot. 6-point lead for Vancouver. Jokic backing down Turner, but another good stop by our defense. Brown to Depot. He steps back and fires a three, and it goes. What a shot. Gordon gets open off the screen and scores inside. The assist goes to Murray. Turner backs down Jokic, spins, but can't score. Mismatch for Jokic. He's got Bruce Brown on him down low, and that's way too easy for him. Oladipo for 3 off the feed from Dosunmu. No good. Now a lob for Gordon over the top of 2 defenders. What a pass. Aaron Gordon's got 11 points here in this one. And we call a timeout. Rivers with it against Gordon. Goes to Turner. Now time cutting down. Brown has to force a 3. And hits back iron. Porter feeds Jokic. Another mismatch. And it's good. Dosunmu off the screen fires the 3, but it's too strong. And Turner blocks the shot by Gordon. That would have given Denver their first lead since the first quarter. Dosunmu to Oladipo. Time counting down, screen from Rivers. Depot fires the mid-range jumper, but it's off the mark. Murray left wide open, a deep 3, but he can't knock it down. Oladipo gets inside, fires, a shot is no good. He has shot a lot in this game. He's 4 for 10. And Porter gets inside and is fouled by Bruce Brown. That's his second. So free throws by Porter could put them back in front. The first one is off the mark, though, so it won't happen this time. And he goes 0 for 2. As Crowder checks in, Harris checks in, as do Dunn and Silva. Rivers is still out there at power forward. And Harris has a wide open 3 top of the key, but he can't knock it down. George Niang for 3. That one rattles home, and that does put Denver in front by 2. Dunn to Rivers. He hands off to Harris. 5 on the clock. Harris gets past his man, fires, and scores off the glass. We're tied at 45, and he breaks our cold spell. Watson has the ball for Denver. He takes it inside, kicks it back out to Niang. Now Najee for a 3. It's off the mark. And a chance for us to get back in front here. Harris to Dunn. He will go back to Silva, and his shot is no good. Now foul's called on Rivers, loose ball foul. And that's our cue to sim ahead to the second quarter, or the third quarter rather, the second half. And we'll see what is going on there. About 6:15 to go here in this third quarter as we lead by 9 to 72-63 on the road here in Denver. As that shot cuts it down to 7. 5 on the clock. Dunn off the screen from Turner. Goes back to him. Wide open 3. But he can't cash it. Porter attacks Dosunmu, gets by him and scores. Rivers, open jumper. It's off the mark. Now Porter, wide open shot, top of the key, but that one is off too. We feed Turner down low, mismatch against Watson. His shot is no good. That's got to drop, man. That's got to drop. Porter for a 3. Just not his day. Dosunmu attacks the paint on the other end, but can't score. The foul's called on a Highland, though, his second. And that puts Ayo at the line. The first free throw is up and good. And we lead by 6 because it goes 1 for 2. Highland back to Najee. Now over to Watson. Wide open 3. It's good. 3-point game. Dunn gets inside, scores, and the foul is called on Bones again. The second straight play where we get inside and it's called for a foul. And the free throw by Dunn is good. Highland is fouled by Turner. The free throw is for Bones, the first of which drops. And he goes 2 for 2. Turner backing down Roby. The spin and the score. Great job. Highland with it, trying to shake off Dunn. Finds Porter for a 3. But he's like 2 for 10 now. The Sunmu. That's not a good shot, but it drops anyways. Highland off the Najee's screen. Goes back to him. Rivers is there, but a good shot that falls. Sunmu off the screen from Rivers. Open look. Can't knock it down. Time counting down for Denver. Highland gets inside and scores amongst Dosunmu and Turner. A tough layup right there. Screen from Turner. And now a 3 off the pass. Nope, not a 3. He passed it up. I don't know why. And now Dunn will take a shot. And it's no good. Turner. Why pass up the open 3? I have no idea. Oh, and he pokes the ball out. Can't get back to it, though. The 3 from Highland off the screen. It bricks badly. Brown to Rivers against Najee. He'll just fire right over him. I don't love that shot selection. Now another 3 for Bones Highland. Again off the mark. A 4-point game under a minute to play here in this third quarter. Sunmu cuts inside. A really tough floater. No good. Highland cuts. Roby finds him. What a pass. What a play. We drain the clock. And now Turner cuts inside. Great pass there by Chris Dunn. We lead by 4. Last shot goes to Denver. Can they cut this lead in half? Or by more? Highland does just that. It's a 1-point game. And now a half quarter to end the quarter. It's no good. 82-81 with 12 to play. Six to go in this game. The fourth quarter has gone well for Denver, who now lead by 7, 98-91. The Sunmu has it. He goes to Oladipo. Screen from Crowder. He will take it and fire the 3. Good look at a 3, but we just can't knock those shots down apparently. And now Monk cuts and a good pass there by Murray. We're down by 9. Crowder hands off to Turner. He goes to Depot. Now to Dosunmu for a wide open 3. That was some good passing right there. Do that way more often, please. Murray with the ball. Inside, back out to Monk for a 3. He answers right back. And we call a timeout, down by 9 again. Monk's got 21. Rivers with it. Takes it inside. That's a bad shot, and it was tipped and partially blocked by Najee. Have not liked his shot choices this game, and he's shot pretty poorly today, which is unfortunate for the last game of the year. But now Najee over to Sunmu. He missed it, but gets it back and flushes that one home. 5 on the clock. Brown takes it inside, fires over Jokic, no good. Highland off the screen from Jokic. He goes back to him. He passed up the open 3. What are they doing out there in Denver? The Sunmu gets past Porter and flies in for a layup. Nice take. Highland goes back to Jokic, but now a Najee 3, and it goes over. I think that was Rivers. Pretty tough shot, but it's good. We're down by 12. Well, folks, Denver takes this one by a score of 116-98. We end the year on a loss, and we head into the off-season next episode, but we have much more to do this episode, so stay tuned. Jokic drops 25 and 18 points. Monk drops 21. Murray a double-double with assists. The Woodsmen get 21 from Depot on 20 shots, 18 and 11 from Turner, 14 from Dosunmu, but Rivers shot poorly, 9 and 10, and 4 for 14 from the field. And it's time for the awards. Luka wins MVP. Not sure how to fix his character and make him not do this every season, but you know what? Whatever, I guess. If you guys have any recommendations on how to fix this, please comment down below, because I don't want him to, override every other possible player that could win the award. I won't override it this year, but I might have to do it going forward, because I don't want him to put up triple doubles every year and win MVP every time with a 40-point triple double. It's just not realistic. So if you guys have any recommendations on how to fix that, then please let me know. But Rookie of the Year actually goes to Ryan Baker and not Horace Rivers or Omer Azette. I didn't think they would win it, but because they don't have double-doubles, either of them. But Ryan Baker wins that award. Bones Highland, who we just played, wins Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis wins Depoy. Jaden Ivey wins Most Improved Player, 21.9 points per game from him, and also 7.1 assists. Willie Green wins Coach of the Year. And Brandon Harrison wins Executive of the Year. And now it's time for the All-NBA teams. First team is Luka, John Morant, Giannis, Paul George, and Jokic. Second team, Embiid, Kawhi, Butler, LaMelo, and Trae Young. Third team, Darius Garland, SGA, Zion, Ant Edwards, and Karl Anthony Towns. All defensive first team, the Time Lord, Evan Mobley, Giannis, Ben Simmons, and Lonzo Ball. All defensive second team, Luka Doncic, LaMelo Ball, Kawhi, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Miles Turner. There we go. But apparently he is outraged. If you look at his quote-unquote relations, he is outraged right now. Not entirely sure why. All rookie first team, Sam Harvey, Andrea Rancati, Horace Rivers has made the all rookie first team. Let's go. They got also Lenny Weaver and Ryan Baker, of course, who won Rookie of the Year. All rookie second team, you've got Vlado Tomasevich, Herbert Green, Terry Perry, Wendell Anderson, and Henrik Eklund. No Omer Azette here for us, unfortunately. That takes us to the playoff picture, where the play-in teams in the West are the Mavericks, the Rockets, the Jazz, and the Trailblazers. Over in the East, those teams are the Raptors, Hawks, Magic, and Bulls. The 1 seed in the East is the Cavaliers, then the Pistons, the Pacers, the Heat, Philadelphia, and the Celtics. Over in the West, the 1 seed is once again the Pelicans. The Nuggets are the 2 seed. The Warriors are the 3. The Thunder are the 4. Memphis at the 5. And Minnesota at the 6. So, real quick team stats. We had the 7th worst record in the league, which will give us the 7th best odds at getting the first overall pick in this upcoming season. In terms of points per game, we had 102 per game, which is good for the last, just barely in front or behind or whatever of St. Louis, who had 103.2. We were one of 7-ish teams to have below 110 points per game, so I don't feel too terrible about that, but we were the worst offensive team, so let's make note of that. For points allowed per game, we had by far the least at 104.1. Our differential definitely went the opposite way towards the latter half of the year. As a team, we shot 44%, good for second worst in the entire league. We shot 35% from deep, which is bottom 8. For free throws, we were indeed the worst, which does make sense given what we saw while watching sometimes. Boards per game, we were probably bottom 7, it looks like here. Assists per game, second worst. Steals per game, tied for top 5. Blocks per game, tied for top 5. Turnovers per game, we were second best in terms of taking care of the ball, so good job there. Okay, so player stats of guys who are still on the team. Rivers actually has the most points per game with 14. We did again trade John Wall, who was our top scorer prior to that trade, so he won't be showing up here. But Rivers, after him, was our top scorer, and he shot only 41% in his rookie season, so not great. Oladipo was around the same as Rivers. He shot a lot, he shot pretty poorly, and he was our second best scorer. Azet was actually one of our more efficient guards, or just overall players in terms of shooting, with 12 per game, and he shot about 46%, so he was actually pretty good. Miles Turner started and played every game just like our rookie power forward. He had 11.7 and 8.8, and he shot 46%, which is probably not too good for a center, I would say. Sunmu, who we traded for, had 9.1 points per game this year, 42% from the field. Richardson, 8.3. Crowder and Dunn and Brown around 7-ish. But really not a lot of scoring here to be happy about. So right now, I only have about 11 players on my draft board, but I do plan to add more between now and the actual offseason episode. So again, only about 11 prospects here to go over, but I do like several of them. The first of which is Yuri Klimov, a small forward out of Russia, who is a very good scorer as of right now. B- inside scoring, A- mid-range, B+ 3 points, and his defense is at a good spot to develop on both inside and outside defense. He can play make in the future. We can get better at boarding, and his IQ, obviously, and he's got A+ potential. And he is supposed to go second overall behind Alex Barker, who I'll show you guys in a moment. But this guy, Klimov, ceiling All-NBA Glenn Rice, floor is Zaire Williams / bench. He's a good finisher. He can knock down some mid-range jumpers. He's got some very good three-point shooting ability, and no significant weaknesses either. Then we have center Chuck Outlaw, a 7'2" guy out of Air Force. Ceiling Patrick Ewing / All-NBA. Floor James Edwards / bench. He can block shots. Very good low post defender, but not spectacular. And he can grab rebounds over larger players, even though I'm not sure who is much taller than 7'2". Weaknesses, not a good leaper, and his balance is only so-so, so he's not too, I guess, strong, or does not have like great physical attributes, but we can, work on those as time allows. C+ inside scoring, A- mid-range, C 3-point. He's got A- post defense, B- rebounding as a 7'2" center, which can be improved, in A potential. Then we have Alex Barker, who is the unanimous first overall pick in this draft. Let me find that for you. Draft projection 1. Projection 1. Projection 1. This guy is already pretty sweet at a 77 overall, or just about there. His ceiling is Mitch Richmond / All-NBA, and his floor is Larry Hughes / starter. He is a good leaper, could play on a 12-foot hoop. He could take guys off the dribble using his shiftiness. He's got good pickpocket ability, which is good because that means that he has some defensive ability as well as offensive. He is not very good at forcing turnovers, though, and he has questionable basketball IQ and court awareness when on defense. But overall, this guy can score. A- inside scoring, A- mid-range scoring, A+ 3-point, C+ playmaking. He's a shooting guard. Again, defense is not a strong suit of his. He does have A+ athleticism, though, which is very, very nice. A- potential is what our scouts say. Then we have Thomas Copeland, a point guard who is not a good shooter by any means, but he is a very good playmaker already. He has some good defensive attributes. He can actually rebound some. He's got good IQ, good athleticism, high potential, and he's got a Hall of Fame ceiling. He has a keen sense of knowing what to do with the ball and when to do it. He's a good on-ball defender, can steal the ball on occasion. Good passing fundamentals. Finds teammates in their shooting pockets. And he needs work on shooting, obviously, as I said. But this guy, I think, is going to go top 5. But if there comes a chance to take him and Barker is gone, which he probably will be at our pick, and Klimov is gone, I might want to go with him because I don't think he's going to shoot very often, to be honest. He seems like a pass-first point guard, which is kind of what I want. We can move Dosunmu to shooting guard and bring a Zet off the bench, perhaps. That could be an option there. So these first 3 out of 4 guys, I do like as pretty solid options. Then we have center Keon Murphy, who is a very good inside scorer. He's a good post defender, a good rebounder. He's a good athlete, has high potential. IQ needs work for sure. But he has a comparison to Alonzo Mourning, ceiling of All-NBA, floor of Elden Campbell / bench. He can throw it down sometimes. I don't care about highlight dunks. I just want to win. He's got one of the highest upsides of the entire draft, apparently, which is nice. And he can score with his back to the basket. So he's a good post scorer and a good post defender as well. He's not a good passer, though. Will kind of miss the open man sometimes if he has the ball, and he needs to work on his shooting. Then we have Rixie Duganics, who I still have no idea how to pronounce his name, but he's from Minnesota somehow with a really wacky name, but he's a 7'1 center. He's apparently a 79 overall as of right now, which is pretty insane. His ceiling is Rudy Gobert / All-Star. Floor is Mo Bamba / starter. I'm not going to probably focus on the centers too much here because we have Miles Turner, and I feel like I want to draft somebody who could be a good offensive star for the most part. I don't want to focus on defense in this draft until the second round pick probably. But if it comes down to it, I might just go best available. It just depends. But Duganics, a knack for making stops, good lower body strength, good shot blocker. He is kind of slow and clunky though. Poor offensive anticipation, and does not get much lift on his shot. Then we have 6'1 point guard Sean Cartwright, who is currently a 72 overall, apparently, according to our scouts. Ceiling Mark Price / All-NBA, floor Charlie Ward / bench. He is the 4th highest ranked point guard on the draft listing. He's got a nice shooting form, good on-ball defender, good upper body strength, helps him on boards. Not very good on defense in one-on-ones. He will let guys blow past him sometimes. He's a poor finisher through traffic. As for his grades, he can actually score at a pretty decent mark as of right now. B inside scoring, B mid-range scoring, and A 3-point scoring. This could be a scoring point guard that we could look to if we have to out of Kentucky. He's also got B playmaking, again defense. It's not terrible, but it could for sure use some work. He's a solid athlete. IQ is definitely up there for a rookie, and he's got A- potential. Then we have 6'5 shooting guard out of Croatia, Edwin Morris, a 74 overall as of right now, but he's got B- inside scoring, C mid-range, A 3-point scoring, C+ playmaking, A defense outside, which is very, very solid, very, very good. C+ post defense, which is pretty impressive for a shooting guard, if I do say so myself. He's a great athlete. He's got a high IQ for a rookie. He's got B+ potential. He could be a guy that's probably better than a Zet off rip, and might have a higher upside on both sides of the ball, perhaps. Because the Zet is kind of a do-it-all kind of guy. Morris is that, but also better as of right now. And his ceiling is Jerry Sloan / All-NBA. His floor is Blue Edwards / bench. A knack for steals, solid finisher, one of the best pure shooters in the entire draft. He knocks down threes with ease, but he does not make good choices with the ball on occasion and can barely dunk, and not a good finisher. Number 9 on the board is 6'6 shooting guard Simon Anderson, compared to Bradley Beal / All-NBA, a floor of Larry Hughes. He is aggressive around the rim. He's currently a 77 overall, by the way. He's a good finisher, and he could develop into a really good player. Weaknesses, not terrible, but not very good at steals and forcing turnovers. And he has less muscle mass at his size, even accounting for his age of 22, which is concerning defensively for sure, and for, offensive takes that require finishing through contact. But he's got B- inside scoring as a rookie, which will definitely improve after the first couple of years. He's got C+ mid-range scoring, A+ three-point scoring, which is incredible. B- playmaking, defending definitely needs some work, especially on the outside. He's a great athlete. He's got a high IQ for a rookie, and he's got B+ potential. Could be a really good pick to make here. His projection is 4, and then 2. So he could go top 5 and probably will. So number 10 and our second to last prospect for today is 6'4" shooting guard Nelson Daniel. He's currently a 74 overall, according to our scouts. But this guy can really score. A- inside scoring, B+ mid-range, A+ 3 points. Defense is not good, but B- post defense for a shooting guard is pretty solid. We can definitely get better on the defense on the outside, just through training and through a couple of years of playing basketball. He's a pretty solid athlete. He's got some solid IQ as well, and he's got a good potential. He's probably an even better version of a Zet than I previously showed you guys on that other prospect, because he can shoot even better around the entire court. And he is also compared to Bradley Beal, as was Simon Anderson. His floor is Damian Lee. He knows how to get the ball to his teammates regularly. One of the best pure shooters in the draft. Knocks down threes with ease, as we just saw, and has a knack for steals. Weaknesses, does not force turnovers as a defender. He can get to his spots okay, but not great at holding them. But it'd definitely be a good option for us, because he could go at pick 16. He could go at pick 21. He could go at pick 4. So he could fall to us, and I would be definitely satisfied with taking him and maybe even playing him over as Zet, or bringing him off the bench as like our second shooting guard. He could definitely be a really solid scoring option for us. Our last prospect of today is Nicholas Lowry out of Fresno State, a 6'10" power forward, currently a 75 overall. And he is the top ranked power forward in the entire draft. He's got C inside scoring, A+ mid-range, very similar to Rivers. Cannot shoot threes. Playmaking not there. Defense outside not there. Post defense is decent to start. Rebounding, would like more there. He's not a great athlete. His IQ is not very high, but his potential is pretty solid. He's probably one of the last players on this board that I would take with our first round pick. But he's compared to Clark Kellogg. He's compared to Wayman Tisdale. Both guys are starters, so he's at least a starting player. But we have Rivers, so I don't see why we would take him unless he's going to come off the bench as a good bench option. He's got a solid NBA body, though. Good but not great pickpocket ability. He could develop into a good player, though. He's got, okay athleticism. Can't knock down threes, and has a questionable IQ and awareness on defense. So those are the 11 prospects to show you right now. I'll probably show some more during the draft next episode, but I think the guys I like the most are Klimov, Barker, Copeland, Cartwright, Morris, Anderson, and Daniel, which they're all guards. I really want to hone in on guards and maybe small forward with Klimov. Just hope and pray that we get like a top 5 pick, because then we for sure get one of these guys, and that is enough for me. All right, so now it's time to sim the playoffs. We have gone through everything else. Let's just sim this through and see who wins. Here we go. The Pelicans move on. The Cavaliers move on. Steph Curry wins Western Conference Finals MVP, 27 points per game in this series. And Mitchell wins, I believe, his second straight Eastern Conference Finals MVP with 40 points per game in 5 games on 60% shooting. That is absurd. So we have a Cavaliers-Warriors Finals, which is just bringing back memories of LeBron against the Warriors a couple years back. So who wins? Let's find out. It goes to the Cavaliers in 5. A 4-1 series win, and Jarrett Allen is the Finals MVP. 27, 14, and 4. He shot 68%, did not miss a 3, and he had 2.4 blocks. Insane stat line, and he wins Finals MVP by a very good reason. For a very good reason. So, that is your Finals champion, the Cavaliers. Congrats to Cleveland. That will lead us to the offseason, everybody. The date is July 3rd, 2024. And this is where we pick up next episode. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Please comment down below who your favorite prospect was. And any other comments you might have for the future of this team. And I will leave us at this exact moment. Please like, subscribe, again, comment down below. I like reading every single comment. I read every single one. They all matter to me. And until we reach our second off season, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and go Woodsmen.